Hi all, welcome to the our next lecture on CPP REST SDK. So today we will talk about handling post request from HTTP client towards the C++ REST server. So if you can see that we have a HTTP listener, we are using C++ REST service here. So you can download it in the Windows via VCPKG downloader. So generally, if you see that generally you will get x60, you will get have this VCPKG installed in SRC. In the install directory, I have x64 Windows. So here I have a library for C++ REST SDK along with there is an include directory, so where we have a header file which we will use for C++ REST. So let's go towards our code. So we are here registering four methods: handle get, handle post, handle put, handle delete. So these are all the callback functions. So we have methods get, method post, method put, and method delete. So we are running this server on a while loop so that it should keep running. So let's see the function handle post, because we will describe how to handle the post request in C++ REST server. So if you can see that we have a HTTP request and we are extracting a JSON from it. So once we extract the JSON and the task J value, means the request, we retrieve the request inside the variable J value, and we are displaying the request. So if we run this program, so you will see that our C++ REST server will start running on a port which is called 39249. You can see here, this is the port 39249. See this, the program is started to execute. So we will send some request. So we can have some name and some task here. Let's keep it like this. I will call submit detail, but I have not handled this in our C++ REST server, so we will not get the reply. But yes, the request will be displayed here. So you can see that we have a REST request arrived in the C++ REST server, but we have not handled it and parsed it. We will do it later. So if you see the REST service, this is the table name, which is employee. Okay, so we have an array table records where we are keeping all the entries which we send via this HTTP client. So the code is mainly written in the JSON, JavaScript. So you can see that we have a category substack effort 6 and month fab, the all the field which we sent from there. Okay, so we will see how to parse this using C++ REST service API. So let's write some code for our C++ REST server. So let's we have a display JSON to display the value. Okay, so which we done. Now we will try to parse this code. So first we see that we have a table name employee. So first we will get this table. Okay, so we'll quickly write some code for auto table name. Auto is a C++ keyword, so it will automatically takes the return type of that variable from the value on the right side. So we have jvalue dot add function. So we use u in Windows generally to for the string underscore t type of variables. So we have a table name here. If you see table name keyword, so this is our key. It works like a map. So and we will pass here as string. So these are all the functions of C++ server. So you have to get familiar with those in order to parse the post request. So now we can see that we have another vector array variable. We have a category, shift stack, and name, all those variables. So we'll start parsing it. Okay, so first I will parse auto name. So we have only one array which is called as array table record. So if you see this array goes from there to there. Okay, so only array. So I will mark it as an array 0, index 0. If it's 2 or 3 records, we can use an iterator over here. So I will call dot add. So again I will use this keyword u. So now I have a key name which I need to parse, and I will again do that as string. Okay, so the same goes for month. So I'll try to copy paste it because I have to write this code again and again. So okay, so I guess I have made some mistake here. So I have not made a table record. So just use array is equal to j value at, then I missed something. I missed the table records which we have to use. Okay, so table records is the name of the array. So we will use is as array. So I made this mistake, no problem. So now we have the array, and we will use this as a name first. Then we have table name we already parsed, so we have to use month, and then the category. So after that I will again copy paste it because it's have to keep writing it over and over again. So there is 2 more variable. So I think how many we parse, we have to check. We have taken a month name. Now we have a task name also we have parsed. The category and efforts is just we have to parse more. So I will use category name month, then I have to use task name here. Now here I will use efforts as well, but efforts yeah, there is an efforts as well, and but this is the string. Okay, so it's better to convert it into an integer. So here a mistake, we have to use some variable according to the. So let's do the category here, task name here, and efforts here. Now the efforts we will use S2I API for converting string to an integer. So I will use efforts, and then it will be converted to our integer. Okay, so quickly some write couts here. So we will use wcout to print these all are of string underscore t. You can see that. So we use wcout to print those, otherwise we will get into compilation error. So you can see following I will write following is the parsed what we will say detail of post request from client. Okay, so I'll use handle for a new line. Now I will start printing all those things. So you can see that we were able to parse it. So just quickly type those. it's very lengthy, so I will just copy paste it to quickly, the way we Indian used to shortcut of coding. So I will print name quickly, and here as name as well. Okay, so here category, so I will copy paste it here as well, category, then task name, okay, C is capital, make it small. Okay, task name, then what is remaining? I think we are left with one more keyword, effort, so make it effort, and effort. So let's save it, and now guys, I think done with my coding. So let's compile this program. So we will compile it using start without debugging. So you see this is compiled. Now I will send some request. I want changes because I have not made some changes to get reply here yet, so I will just click on it. So if you see here, I see that the request arrived in C++ REST server. Also we were able to print some name, table name, employee name, Chandan, month. So we were able to parse this request in our C++ REST server. So means, yeah, we can reply back to our server. So we will do that, and later on I will let you know how we can use MySQL to save this request inside the MySQL database. So database part will be seen in our next lecture. So just let's quickly reply back to our server that we have received this information. So for that I will use JSON value and then JSON response variable. So here I will use JSON response, so we can see that we are getting it here, JSON response, and then I will use a what I will say, this is the array we are creating this as an array, so I will mark it as a name. So key will be the name, so which will be, we are inserting a key name inside the JSON response map, or we call it array, whatever you would like to. So JSON value string, this is all are the C++ REST server APIs and variables. So we are storing our name. So name is in our case what I say, name is Chandan. So Chandan will be stored inside the key name. So we will reply this back to the server. So request dot reply, because we have the request, we receive the request. So we will back to reply to this request the status code, and which is okay, and this is our JSON response. Okay, so I think is okay. I think this is status codes which is in C++ server. So we make a key name, and so we have stored the value of our name Chandan here. So I would also like to means print what we are sending to our server. So let's display our JSON. So here is our JSON response, and let's print this. So I think we are done. So let's save it. Let's compile. First close it, otherwise it will not let compile us. So I have compiled it again. So we are checking, it's taking some time. So in the meantime we have to add some. So yeah, it's compiled. So I will add some other name. Okay, let's other things the same. So I will submit. So you see this data inserted successfully for user Vikram. So we receive some reply. Okay, so the reply is our this is the response we are sending to our server, the name and Vikram, the key name Vikram, which we store here. See, so here we have seen how we can receive a request and reply back to our our HTTP client. Okay, so one thing more, we can have some errors as well. So it's better to catch those HTTP exception. So we can print this here what type of error we get. Okay, this is good. Also we should reply back to our server that we are receive some error, we have some error, so we should reply back to our server. So we have to create a key value pair here as well and send back to our server client. So I will mark it as a what do you say, I will mark it as an error. Okay, so I will store here JSON value, then string, and then capital, then I will write something here like record not found. Okay, so record not found gets got some error. Okay, so I will do semicolon here, and we still have to request dot reply with again the status codes. Okay, and then JSON response and then column. So I think we have to mark underscore here as well. So thanks guys, I think that's it. I will in my next lecture I will show you how you can use MySQL to store these values and fetch it via the handle get request. So I will also show you explain you how we can install those library and all those client and boost library, all those which is required for the C++ REST server. Thanks, bye till then.